ramenVR just updated everyone on a new third class coming to Zenith, as well as all the updates they've done thus far, what's coming the next month, and the next year ahead. Alright, so some of you know the third class is the Cyber Ninja. So they just gave us this concept art and a little brief description. The Cyber Ninja is a fusion of magic and technology with the sole purpose of taking down enemies with stealth and precision, often using an array of gadgets to get the job done in style. For enemies at a distance, the Cyber Ninja can pull back a charge shot with its bow and take an enemy out before it even notices them. So this is probably going to be in the vein of like a rogue or a thief, but with the look of a ninja. They mentioned that it has a charged bow shot. We can also see it's got a sword on its back. So it's probably gonna be one of my favorite classes, because it's gonna blend some of the interesting aspects of both characters. Probably have a sword and also some magical abilities. So it'd probably be one of the funner classes to play. Also, they mentioned that it's gonna have a hookshot ability. So basically, we'll be able to hookshot around the map instead of teleport or dash, I'm assuming. It says you'll be able to pull yourself towards an enemy, drop an explosive, and then hookshot away. So it sounds like the explosive will probably do self-inflicting damage if you needed a hookshot away from it, as they mentioned there. And then they kind of mentioned that they don't really want to go into too much details because they still have other stuff, planned, and they don't know everything that they're working on right now and what all is going to be finalized. We had gotten basically a Neko type class that they showed us before. It'd be interesting to see if this ends up being the fourth class we get. It's also worth noting, it says not final as far as the concept art here, so we really don't know what kind of changes. That's why maybe we won't even get a sword. They only mention that there's a bow and a hookshot as far as abilities here, and that there's magic. So you never know. It could be that the sword's just there cosmetically right now and it won't be a gameplay element. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, so let's go into what they've already done and what's coming over the next year. They start at the top thanking the players for helping them make their dream game. This did start out as a Kickstarter. Then the next thing they mention is just being transparent, listening to feedback, things like that. As far as what they've already done technically to the game, server stabilization, increased capacity, remove shard locking. That's where you had to wait 24 hours before you could change shards. Fix multiple voice chat login issues. I know some people still had issues with both, but it seems like it's a lot better for sure. I haven't had any issues personally. Content update, like actual content getting added to the game this month, which I'm glad there's something coming quickly. That's good to see so far, even if it's fairly light. I'm still impressed there's something coming in within the first month. It's a good sign. In-game alerts to let you know if the servers are shutting down. It kind of sucks that that's the thing at all, but I understand. New quests. They've added 23 new side quests in different biomes to make leveling up and more fun and diverse. They reworked some of the intro quests at the beginning area in the Fractured Plains. They're adding a new armored tier. So the new armor tier, along with having a new class, that's going to add a lot of in-game, because you'll be able to regrind basically the whole game with that new class. It's going to give you a whole nother set of a character to grind through, and then you'll have some more side quests in there while you're doing it, and then also another armor tier at the end to work towards. So that's going to be decent if that all comes out within the next, some of this is going to be within the next month. The rest of it is going to be hopefully within the next few months. Let me scroll back down here. So they retuned the final world boss. So basically he had a few bugs where you wouldn't know exactly where you were getting hit from, things like that. So they gave it better feedback so that you actually knew what was happening while you're fighting them, and you weren't just getting hit out of the blue. They fixed several armor visual glitches. I guess they didn't fix them all. Improved animations specifically for quest NPCs. They fixed an issue with cross-buy for people that were using cross-buy. UI improvements to make progression clearer and explain certain things that were confusing, they said, kind of like that. Miscellaneous improvements, just a bunch of stability and game balance and stuff. All right, so now we're going to look and see what they got planned for the next year. The first thing, which is probably the most exciting, and that's probably why they got it there first, is player housing. So that's going to be really interesting. I don't know. Somebody told me that they're going to have user-generated content. I don't see that anywhere, but player housing would be an area they might let user-generated content into the game. You never know. Additional life skills and crafting. More in-game content. I don't know exactly what they mean by that. I hope we get some actual dungeons and raids. That would be nice. Something more than just the very first dungeon that you go into. Everything else feels like world bosses or event bosses. The third class, the Cyber Ninja. So hopefully that's something that comes sooner than later, is the Cyber Ninja, and much more. Also, let me know what you're most excited for down in the comments below. I'm probably most excited for the player housing. I think social elements are really important. Also, drop a follow. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll try and get some more videos out to you soon. Y'all have a great day.